I held my class leader by the collar and shook him to be strong. Release me, you sicko. Why are you shaking, Vanya? Sit down, the first lesson is algebra. Well, if you don't want to, we can move our individual lessons to tomorrow. I'm not holding anyone here. You can go. I'm in great hope that I might be able to get out. He approached the door and glanced at the clock, which read 9:40. As he crossed the threshold, he found himself in the same class again. He glanced at the clock again. It was 9:30. Good morning, Vanya. You're early today. Classes start at 9, but I appreciate your eagerness, so we'll start earlier. Take a seat. He behaved like a stuck robot. It was useless to talk to him. He had to figure out what kind of space-time continuum was formed here. Time was jumping backwards, and I somehow needed to make it to the end of the day. But how do you push time forward? I distinctly recall that when I first entered the class, time jumped forward by 3 minutes. So what did I do during those 3 minutes? I entered, greeted, politely talked with the teacher, sat down, started studying, and time moved forward. Maybe if everything is done correctly according to the school rules, then time will move forward. All right, Viktor Ivanovich, let's start studying. I can't wait to start our individual day. The first lesson is algebra. It's pleasant when students are drawn to knowledge. Here's your textbook. Remember, our lessons are self-study. Go through the 5 paragraphs and complete the exercise at the end of each one. I will just watch and enjoy your development. I opened the textbook and read each paragraph carefully, absorbing every detail. I made an extraordinary effort, did everything correctly, carving out each letter perfectly. In my opinion, a whole 2 hours passed. I looked at the clock at 9:40. Plus 10 minutes, that's already something. Viktor Ivanovich, I'm done. Can you check, Vanya? Well, couldn't you read 5 paragraphs so quickly? Only 3 minutes passed. Let's work as it should, please. 3 minutes. I looked at the clock. It was 9:33. Why? Has time turned back again? Tell me, you devil's psycho, Vanya. If you're feeling bad, you can go. Nothing scary. We'll reschedule the session for another day. I glanced at the clock. 9:00 minus 30 minutes. I no longer had the strength to figure it out. I glanced at the window. Yes, it's what you thought. The class is on the 3rd floor. I've heard somewhere that it's impossible to break from the 3rd floor. I spun the classmate from adrenaline. He seemed so light to me that like a soft toy, he flew straight into the wall from Vanya. You can't do that with a teacher. Let's start studying to avoid getting stuck in the shadow of hell. I grabbed a coffee, spun it, broke the window, cleaned up and looked out. Children and teachers were wandering the streets in unprecedented numbers. Can someone help? Please. The psych teacher won't let me out of the class. People were 10 meters away from me, but they didn't even look. And no one was disturbed by the sound of a broken window. Luckily, a trash bin was right next to the window. I thought the trash would cushion my fall, so I jumped straight into the bin, which had a small layer of trash. I was overcome by terrible pain as something crunched and my head flew towards the floor from inertia. I couldn't hold it back and slammed straight into this metal container. Everything went dark. Full video available for subscribers.